Ms. Polisan.
Mr. Speaker, sir, after the advent of the Internet at the turn of the millennium, autonomous vehicles may be the next big game changer. The implementation of self-driving technology will have a huge impact on our transportation system. Autonomous vehicles, or AVs in short, will provide a much-needed solution to the shortage of manpower resources required in public transportation, goods delivery, and industries. With recharged power, the AV fleet is able to operate 24/7 with no rest days required and no HR headaches. In the long run, as AVs proliferate, we can expect to see lower costs of operations, higher productivity, enhanced convenience in last-mile connectivity, and better control of road safety. The benefits of AVs are clear, and the vision of future roadways operated by a mixed-use traffic is compelling. However, the journey is still fraught with many uncertainties. Unfortunately, the roadmap to achieve a stable autonomous vehicle system remains unknown. Back in the early 20s, even though Singapore does not have a vehicle manufacturing industry, we chose the uphill path to be an innovation leader instead of being a technology adopter. Recently, Hyundai announced that they will build an innovation center in Singapore to manufacture electric vehicles. Singapore has been ranked first in the KPMG 2020 Autonomous Vehicles Readiness Index. We must take advantage of our well-developed transport system and implement AVs as soon as possible. We do have a conducive innovation ecosystem, including a sandbox to trial AV operations and push technological boundaries. In transportation, safety is key, and vehicle reliability is critical. Roadways are a complex intersection of motorists, cyclists, commuters, and pedestrians. Even though there's only one set of traffic rules, the human response can be varied, and not everyone will always follow rules. And that is why it is so challenging to integrate machine-coded logic in AVs into the dynamic roadway system. Safety is paramount. Any mishap or a possible accident can easily derail many years of efforts to build safety, reliability, and trust in AVs. Till date, a safety driver behind the wheel is still necessary. This is because equipment and systems can sometimes fail too. We must adapt AVs to our road users and continue to train more bus drivers to be AV bus safety operators. I would like to talk about the AV's testing environment. The designated trial zone we have will allow a gradual phasing in of the AVs and for the engineers to understand how AVs can be improved. However, the AV race will become more competitive as more AV companies enter the market and make breakthroughs in AV technology. Therefore, we should extend the sandbox by another 5 years for the AV technology to be more matured and fully tested. This extension will allow time for our AV engineers and land transport regulators to better understand and ensure smooth and safe operations before providing any approvals. In fact, I would suggest for LTA to consider extending the sandbox to other parts of Singapore, where the roadway conditions may differ slightly from different parts of Singapore. The sandbox extension will also give space and time for road users to gain confidence and for AVs to make that ultimate big leap towards the day when safety drivers are no longer required. Over the next 5 years, engineers and regulators will validate how the AV technology can be applied safely towards our robust mixed-use traffic operations. MOT, the law enforcement, and insurance fraternities must also work out the corresponding changes needed in the road traffic rules, insurance coverage, and compensation framework. A traffic accident involving an AV and a car driven by a human is not as straightforward as two human drivers involved in an accident. For instance, if there should be a malfunction of the AV leading to an accident involving deaths, would the owner or the manufacturer of the AV be reliable, or rather be liable? This aspect is as complex when compared to technology and safety development. The legal liability and insurance framework cannot be considered without the full understanding of the design and AV technology. I would hope MOT and the relevant ministries are able to provide us with some information about AV legal protection and insurance coverage. Finally, I would also like to touch on the livelihood of people who have been working as drivers. Every game changer will have its boons and its banes. Just like the adoption of digital technology, the disruptive nature of AVs will have some drivers losing their jobs once the technology is implemented on our roads. Some residents in Sembawang West have shared with me their concerns regarding their livelihoods once AVs are implemented on our roads. At this point, I can only assure them that AVs will not happen overnight. We will still have another 5 to 10 years to avert this disruptive socio-economic impact, and we must make good use of this window to prepare ourselves well for this socio-economic disruption. As we extend the duration of the sandbox, let's all think out of the box to carefully plan ahead to be ready for a new equilibrium on our roads. Human drivers and driving machines will coexist, and this sandbox must not become a Pandora's box. Mr. Speaker, sir, notwithstanding the concerns highlighted, I support the amendments to the Road Traffic Bill. Thank you.